Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Dcast. I'm your host, D-Bone, and I'm here with our first guest, who also is our co-host of the show, a good friend of mine, Darrell. Also, aka Something About Chickens, aka the guy that does the magic tricks on Omegle. Thank you for coming to the show, being on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you, Darrell. So,
No, thank you, T-Bone.
so something about chickens.
Yeah, it's something about them.
Something about them.
Something about them.
So the whole point of my show, if nobody has ever seen it, I'm just going to sit here and we're going to chit chat, kind of get to know the...
If no one has ever seen it, this is the first episode. If no one has ever seen it, okay.
Oh my God. I'm keeping that
Banger
in.
liner.
I'm keeping that in. That's so funny. Okay.
If no one has ever seen our pilot episode.
That is so funny. Okay. Oh, all right. So I'm actually going to run through some warm-up questions before we get into the big questions. As quickly as you can, answer the question. I'm going to do about 5 to 7 of them.
Okay.
They're simple. First question. What's your favorite color?
Green.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
What's your favorite genre of music?
Oh, pop.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, and jazz. Pop and jazz.
Pop and jazz? Okay.
I love jazz, bro.
And what's your favorite movie?
Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. Miles Morales movies. Those are phenomenal, in my opinion.
What's your favorite activity to do? Like a hobby?
Draw and write. I like to draw and write.
Nice. What's your social security number?
Oh, well, if you really want it, it's That's actually a funny bit. I hope you do that every single week for every single guest. You just do like lightning answers and then you just hit them with like a crazy question. That's funny. That's
something like super obscure or something like super like private.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my first question for you, my friend, is when did you first start making music videos? I know we've chatted a lot about this, so.
Music videos?
Oh, your first music videos, your first YouTube videos. God. It's the first one, all right, Darrell? Cut me some slack.
I started making music videos when I invented Gangnam Style and I filmed it with Psy and everything. Okay. Yeah, it was me. Yes, I filmed that. If you look behind the camera, behind the scenes, I was there. I go from making Gangnam Style to trolling people on Omegle.
When did you first start making your YouTube videos?
I've been making YouTube videos like technically since 2013, 2012. Okay. Like, I've always wanted to do YouTube since I was a little kid. So I made like Club Penguin videos, Minecraft videos. Like I was doing that all the time with my friends. I already knew at a young age that YouTube, I wanted to do YouTube as a career path. And so I tried my hardest to make it my career in whatever way I could. I had multiple YouTube channels and I only until now managed to make it work. And so, yeah, here we are.
What was the views like back in those days? Did you have a good following? Was there a lot of Club Penguin followers?
Like 100.
I mean, that's still pretty impressive.
It was like, I mean, it is pretty good. It's like, but it was like 100 or less. So it wasn't a lot of people.
Was there anybody in particular that got you into wanting to make YouTube videos? Or was that just like, you just kind of wanted to do it because it just seemed fun?
At a very young age, my family had a computer room. It technically actually, no, it is this room. This room, like this attic that I'm in, where I film my videos, right here was a computer, like a whole computer setup for like me, my sister, and everything. And so, and everything, and everyone, me, my sister, my mom, my dad, like just a bunch of computers. And so I kind of grew up with a computer in hand. And I like to tell people that like I was on YouTube basically when YouTube started, because like I've always had a computer since I was a little kid. And so like I said before, I just knew at a young age that's the career path that I wanted to do. And I never really gave up on that, as crazy as it sounds, even though there's been a ton of highs and lows. But here I am, 22, and I somehow managed to pull it off. But yeah.
you typically hear like when they're young or whatever, oh, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be the president, I want to get into politics, I want to be a policeman.
Mhm.
I don't think it
Well, my
was there.
original thing that I told people,
Yeah.
my original thing that I told people is that I wanted to be a game show host because I was
Mm.
addicted to game shows. Because famously, that I've told people, do you know what my first words were?
Yeah, it's the Bob Barker, the Price
Bob
is Right,
Barker,
right?
come on
Come on
down.
down. Yep.
Bob Barker, come on down was my first words.
I don't know if I believe that. That's wild.
Oh no, that's a true story.
Like the first ever. There was never Mama, Dad. It was Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, come on down, because we always watch The Price is Right every single morning. So yeah,
That's why. Oh,
I'm not
okay.
even trolling with that. Like,
Yeah.
like we literally watch. My mom watched The Price is Right every single morning, and I loved game shows from that day forward. Like, my favorite game show is Press Your Luck. Very iconic game show. Big bucks, no whammies. And so yeah, I still have that dream kind of inside of like I kind of want to be a game show host one day. I feel like that'd be sick. I really do want to be a game show host. Being a YouTuber was kind of just like an inside feeling of just
Yeah.
like this. I watch YouTube all the time. I'm seeing these creators that I like to watch, and wouldn't it be sick to do that, to just like make any video and everything? So yeah,
It's cool. It's sick. Yeah, sure. But then for some people, they don't get the luck and then they get kind of discouraged. And what you were just talking
no, trust me, I
was gonna say earlier,
I
you were
didn't have the
saying
luck either.
highs and lows, and then what were the lows for you?
I had my first lick of fame because I had a channel. It's not there anymore, but because it got terminated. But I was doing SpongeBob
What did you do, Daryl?
edits.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
that
I was
got
doing
terminated?
SpongeBob edits.
Copyright?
What's
Sorry.
that?
Was it what? Like copyright? Is that why it got terminated?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because
That makes sense.
yeah, I was doing SpongeBob edits of SpongeBob and the SpongeBob characters singing popular songs. It was like SpongeBob sings some like specific song, like "I Spy" by Lil Yachty, or SpongeBob sings Bruno Mars. And this was like pre-AI, so like
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't having SpongeBob physically sing the song. I was just physically like playing the copyrighted song in its entirety and just having SpongeBob sound like he was lip syncing it, which is entirely different. And so I did one song. I forget the name of the song, but it had Nicki Minaj in it, and she retweeted it.
Really?
And so that was a pretty cool
That's
high.
wild.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool. That was a pretty cool. Like, that was an adrenaline rush. Like, Nicki Minaj saw one of my YouTube videos. Like, that was sick because like it went viral on Twitter or whatever. But that channel got terminated because of copyright for obvious reasons.
Right.
And so that sucked.
Oh, I bet.
It sucked because I was posting other videos on there that was SpongeBob related that was actually monetized and I could actually make money from. And so having a channel just completely just be terminated and all your way of like profiting, like making money off, because the channel was monetized. Like I could make money off of it, but I could make money off of it, but not off the copyrighted music videos. And so I was making like a little bit of money off of it. And then all that's gone now. And so that was kind of crazy when that channel got terminated.
So that's your first.
It devastated me.
Oh.
It devastated me as like a teenager. And that channel got like 20,000 subscribers. It got to 20,000 subscribers, which was huge for me at the time. I was like, I never thought I could get a number like that.
And no offense.
It blew my mind.
No offense, but the content you were making, that's pretty wild to think that you got 20,000 subscribers just doing what you were doing. That's wild.
Exactly. The channel got terminated and that was that, but that never really stopped me. It definitely like it hurt me, but it didn't stop me because I still knew I could do it. I saw the potential of YouTube and what it can do. Experiencing that was more just educational to me in the sense of like, I learned a lot from that experience to know what and what not to do in the future. And then it also taught me about the algorithm and that's when I started to be much more invested in the YouTube algorithm and how to make investing. No. How to make entertaining videos.
Yeah,
How to make
investing
like
videos.
videos that investing videos. How to make entertaining videos and how to keep a person watching your content and everything. And so I had a second channel that I didn't know what to call it. And so I talked to my sister and I was like, I want the channel to have the name like chicken in it.
Okay.
As stupid as that sounds,
Was
but there's a reason for that.
Okay, I was gonna say there was a reason
There's
for
a
it.
reason for that.
Okay.
There's a reason for that because in comedy, this goes back to me being a nerd, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I love game shows, but another thing about me is I love late night TV.
Mhm.
I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Fallon, Johnny Carson, late night host and late night TV. I literally, for fun, sometimes just watch old episodes of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson because I just like Johnny Carson. He's a comedy legend. But just fun fact for people that don't know, for Johnny Carson, underneath his desk, he always had a rubber chicken to symbolize comedy,
Oh,
to
okay.
symbolize be funny.
Like one of the squeaky ones that go.
Yeah, one of the
Okay.
squeaky rubber chickens. Because whenever something doesn't go your way, you squeeze a rubber chicken, people are gonna laugh.
That's
it's a rubber
true.
chicken that
That's true.
makes it sound. And so, especially back then, it's like it was very easy to entertain people back then.
Kind of like a
And
whoopee
so,
cushion.
exactly. And so it's just like it was always a signal to him just to be funny, entertain people. Like that is your job, to just entertain. So I wanted the channel to just be to have the name chicken in it, just to symbolize funny, entertaining comedy. And so I was like, I want the channel to be something about a chicken. The more I just repeated that to myself, I was like, something about chickens, something about chickens. And then that just became the name. It was a placeholder name. It was not even joking, a placeholder name, until I came up with an actual username for the something about a chicken.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but so that channel was kind of just there. I think I posted one video on it, and it was an Omegle video because I'm basically telling my story right now how this channel worked.
This is
You
why
haven't
we're
said
here.
a word.
This is why we're here. I'm here to listen.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about
Mhm.
me. We're here for you.
Yeah, so I used to watch Omegle YouTubers when I was younger because for some reason I thought it was funny content. Like there was YouTubers like Nuke Norway I used to watch. He was a great YouTuber, Omegle YouTuber that did pranks and jump scaring people. I
Okay.
loved his content.
I've never heard of him.
There's another one. Oh no, you should look him up. He's great. His channel is still there.
Okay.
There was another person named That One Guy. I think his channel got terminated because some of his pranks was very problematic to today. Very problematic to today. It was some were very edgy, but the pandemic just started, and so everyone's staying indoors. And so my first thought was those type of YouTubers and that content, because I watched it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And so I was like, everyone's indoors, everyone's home, probably doing nothing. So they're probably talking to people on websites like Omegle.
Yep.
Like that website's probably popping off right now. And so I went on Omegle and I basically made content like Nuke Norway, like That One Guy, where I was just like showing clips from movies and I was just like jump scaring people with it. Like that was the premise. I just played like what's that creepypasta, like Jeff the Killer or whatever. That creepypasta of Jeff the Killer, like just screaming, and that was it. It was like very light content.
So this is after
And so yeah,
you got your SpongeBob one shut down. You decided to go to Something About
yeah,
Chickens.
this is way after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like that channel got shut down. The SpongeBob Sings channel got shut down in like 2017, 2018.
Okay. So you're
So it took me like a good year to get
Yeah.
to this point. It took me a good year to get to this point. And so from there, I just started posting these Omegle videos. I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. I was having fun doing it. I thought it was pretty funny. Like going on Omegle, these people getting scared. I was like, oh, it's kind of funny. And so yeah. And I never really thought about it. I didn't see the potential of it blowing up. I just thought it was fun to do. Why not post it? Like
Right.
it was, to me, it was weird if I was doing it
and not
without
posting it.
recording it.
Yeah.
Because I don't do that. That's just not the way I roll. Like I don't really go to Omegle off camera and
To
everything.
have fun. Right.
And so they were getting pretty good views. Like more than more than like my Club Penguin or like Minecraft tutorials, which was like they were getting like hundreds of views, and I was like, oh, it's like people were actually entertained by this. Like people were actually watching
Were
this.
you only posting them on YouTube, or did you also like share
Yeah,
it on
it
other
was just on this
social media?
channel.
Okay,
No, it was just on his
that's
channel.
wild.
And so, yeah, because I didn't think anything of it. I just posted it on YouTube and I was just like, all right, I'm making the next one. And I was kind of on a grind while making it too. Because I was posting one, think about this. I was posting one, I think like every 3 days, every 2 or 3 days. I was just like a machine. I was somehow, I don't even know how I could do that. Like how I did that. I don't know how I did that at all.
I like that you called yourself the machine, because I have, and I think, I don't know if you remember, but I have called you multiple times the machine, just because you can just punch things out so quick, and you do such a good job as well.
That's a skill.
Yeah.
That's a skill that I've learned about myself through one, procrastination from school and everything.
Yeah.
And two, it's just a skill that I like to have in a ton of professions that I want to get into, which is like film, animation, and stuff. Because the stuff that I want to get into in the future is more about like being on top of stuff that are topically relevant. And so the only way you really can is by being fast at your job, which is editing it, making it, recording it, and everything. And that's kind of how I've been working myself to be for years now when it comes to editing, because I've been a video editor since I was like in middle school. I've always like taught myself how to video edit. Like that's what I've been doing on the computer all the time. Like I edited clips and everything. Like I just try to work as fast as possible and make the finished product look somewhat good while still it being like done super quickly. So I don't know how, but I was grinding on making these videos. I was popping one out like every 3 days, every 2 days, and I don't know how I did that, because I don't think I can do that today for a lot of reasons. But this was before I got recognized on Omegle and everything, so that's impossible to do today.
Too, and I'm sure
But
with what you were doing was more of like you were just doing it for fun, and you weren't really too worried about an audience.
but also
and
it was super light.
And
it was
light.
super light in the sense of like I was just playing a movie clip and then jump scaring people with Jeff the Killer. That was it. Like that was it.
Also,
like it was nothing crazy.
Also, too, which I think which probably helped. Nobody saw you. Nobody knew who you were. So it was probably reaction after reaction versus, oh my God, you're that guy that does the thing.
Yeah. For the longest time, I was a faceless creator. Like I was I was straight up just playing movie clips or like playing a clip of a dog and then jump scaring people.
Was there a reason you did faceless, or it was just easier?
I didn't see a reason.
Okay.
I didn't see a reason to show my face at the time because I didn't think anything of the channel yet. I was just doing this for fun, and it was the pandemic and everyone was kind of bored at home. And so I was like, this is just something just to pass the time and do something. And so, yeah. But it wasn't until my 7th video that it started to pop off. Because my 7th video was the cute dog jump scare prank. And for some reason, that video blew up. Like, completely blew up more than I ever could have imagined.
Like, how quickly did it blow up, out of curiosity, if you remember?
I can tell you.
Oh.
No, I can tell you.
Oh.
I can pull up the analytics.
He said, let me pull up the analytics. Yeah.
What do you want to know? Like the first week or like?
Yeah, do that. Go first week and then like month and then.
Because like, yeah. Let me. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I posted the video in August of the cute dog jump scaring prank, and from there, the video basically did like hundreds of views until September. The month later, for some reason, that video got picked up by the algorithm, and it went from getting like 1,000 views a day, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Like it was doing better than most of my videos. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. To all of a sudden, getting 7,000 one
Ooh.
day, then instantly to 20,000 the next day, then
Wow.
then 50,000 the next day,
Jesus.
88,000 the next day, 277,000 the next day.
Wow. In a
And then
day.
from there, yeah, and then the highest it's ever gotten was September 11th.
Oh.
And it wa- it got sorry, that was just so random. Sorry. Yeah, the video got 687,000 views in that one day.
That's
In that one day alone.
wild. Over half a
And
million
that
views.
basically no, not even basically, literally.
Yeah.
In over 500,000 views in one day, and that's adding up to all the other views
You're
that I
right
got from
on
the
top
previous
of it.
days.
Yeah. Whew. What's it at right now, out of curiosity?
It is currently at 26 million views.
That's insane.
It's my highest viewed video on the channel.
Wow.
That video is still my highest viewed video on the channel, and it's insane. I never would have thought so many people would watch my content.
Right. And especially something that you weren't really intending for it to blow up like that. It was probably just like
with a placeholder name.
Yeah.
Something about chickens. And I was like, oh, okay. That's the moment that I realized I was like, okay, this is just going to be the channel.
Yeah.
Like, this is just going to be my name now. And that's just going to be what the channel is.
687,000 in a day.
It's insane. It's actually insane.
If you had at any time before that, you had any idea of changing your name, you're like, this is over. I am now something about chickens.
Over.
This is
completely over. Completely ruined. But I was almost really dumb because I was almost really dumb. That's a really great statement. I was almost really dumb. But because just as that video was popping off, I almost didn't monetize my content.
Ooh, yeah. That would have been bad.
And luckily I did.
That would have been dumb.
I signed up for the creator program, and every one of those videos I made a profit off of, which is crazy. Insane.
So this was the video that kind of set you there into that mindset of like, this is going to be a potential career.
Yeah. And so from there, that's when I started to think, well, I could start to do my little bit of VFX video effects that I know of. And which is basically just stop motion. If you look at some of my old videos and you see like my original like flying video or rotating head video, it's just me doing stop motion. The overall premise of these Omegle videos is just like doing something out of the ordinary when people least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think it's very difficult now to pull off these videos because everyone expects it now.
Because it got so popular, yeah.
There's other creators out there that are also doing Omegle content that do amazing ideas, amazing concepts, and I love their videos. They're amazing. But it further popularizes the genre. And their videos get millions of views, as they should and as they deserve it. But it further popularizes the genre. And now when creators like me, creators like Hyphonics, when we go on Omegle now, everyone expects it. Everyone knows the skits that we do. And even if we do something that's brand new, like a whole new concept, they don't give us the reaction that we want anymore, that we expect to have in our videos anymore, because people just go like, oh, so he's making a video.
Right, yeah. And then they also...
Besides just actually reacting.
And I've seen too, because I've seen Hyphonics, John, I've seen his live streams. They're like, oh, can I be in it?
Yeah. Like they're like, oh wait, well, I watched you. Can I be in the video? Can I be in the video? Can I be in the video? And that's just not how that works at all.
Not even in the slightest.
It is entirely just not how that works.
Yeah.
And because it's like, I proudly don't fake my videos. I legitimately go on Omegle for hours on end, trying to find people that don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so that they give me a reaction, and that's perfect. But it's harder to find those people these days because of how popular Omegle content has gotten, how popular I have gotten, how popular creators like Hyphonics have gotten and everything. But I'm saying this to say, I've had so many people be like, you don't post as often nowadays. I used to post every single week let alone
Yeah.
back in the day. I used to post every 2 days.
2-3 days.
And so, yeah, 2-3 days. And so I can't do that anymore. I physically can't do that anymore for so many reasons. But another main reason is because I get recognized way too much. It's hard to go on a website where the sole purpose is to do these pranks and do these lighthearted trolls and do these lighthearted pranks on people when everyone on there knows you. And that's why sometimes my tactic of solving that problem is by kind of taking a hiatus. Like, kind of like letting the fame kind of die down so that I can work on my next big video. It seems like on the channel now I'm doing like a bunch of like repeats, but that's because I'm feeling kind of nostalgic. There's some ideas that I haven't done in forever,
Right.
and I kind of want to do those again. But I still have new concepts. I still have new ideas that I'm working on right now, and I'm excited to post them. But I want it to be perfect. I want the videos to be perfect, and I want those videos to be good when I come up with a new concept because I believe in them. I believe in them to further the channel, just like how the Magic videos further the channel. So and so yeah, I'm excited to make those videos, but I definitely don't want to mess up the concept, and I need to find people that don't know me
Yeah.
and people that
That's
like
tough. Yeah.
will actually react to the concept and everything, which is hard to do because I'm big on the channel. I'm purposely kind of taking a little bit of a not a break or a hiatus. I'm just like I'm trying to not get recognized. I'm trying to like which I went on Omi. I technically did that once. I did that tactic that I just told you once before where like I kind of just didn't post for like a month or whatever, and then I went to Omi and people didn't recognize me. People didn't recognize me at all, which
That
is
probably it felt great, didn't it?
it was great because I actually got reactions. I actually got reactions. Of course I did get recognized, which that's great. Those are the people that actually like are like the hardcore fans that actually like watch my content even though I don't post that often, which is great. I love them. It was reassuring one that I can still do this in the future.
Right.
That like I can still do this for a little bit more because don't get me wrong, there have been points where I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Making these videos because I just get recognized way too much and some of the concepts are getting way too like large or getting like way too like
Extravagant?
yeah, extravagant, ambitious, and I need to somehow do these big concepts, but bring it down to earth because at the end of the day, I'm supposed to be mimicking just talking to someone in front of a webcam. And I'm supposed to like not have. I purposely don't have like a high quality camera or anything because I just want to look like a normal guy just on his webcam.
I mean, you go in there if you were to go in there with the camera that I have, 100% of the time, I guarantee they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're a YouTuber. You're gonna do something.
You're a
You're gonna
YouTuber,
jump
like
scare me.
you're
You're
like
gonna
oh
yeah."
you're live streaming or you're a
Uh,
content creator, and so yeah, I purposely don't do that because that's the key to pulling off these great videos. Like in my
blending
opinion,
in.
is blending in and looking like a normal human being that's not a creator. Because
Yeah.
I get it. The video has to look high quality, but there's other ways of making the video look high quality than you having a great camera. It's like you yourself looking good. And so,
I want to get back to you not showing your face and then you showed your face. Were you nervous to
Mhm.
show your face in that 360 head video? Did you think that was going to taint? Do you think people were too used to you not being there to where it'd be like, oh, who's this guy? Why is he there? Like, give me back those movie clips. Give me back this scary dog. Or did you
I
have
was
any?
terrified.
Were you? Okay.
I was completely terrified because one, I had this like I was very self-aware, so I was like, I'm young. I'm like a kid. I look terrible. It's like this is I I went into it telling myself, you're gonna look back at this and cringe so hard.
You did
And,
prior to.
and I
That's
did.
funny.
I'm telling you now, I look back at these videos and I cringe so hard. Don't even watch my older videos. I really don't.
I get that. Not
I
that I
haven't
made.
watched.
Yeah, no, not that I made any kind of YouTube content or anything like that, but I did make like
Mhm.
funny videos on Facebook. And at the
Mhm.
time, unlike you, I thought they were the funniest thing. I thought that in 10 years, I'm going to look back at this and it's going to be so funny. And then now I look back at them like, oh my God, that is so cringy. I can't believe I
It
did
goes back.
that. Yeah.
It goes back to the main thing of like, but it goes back to like the main thing of like, you're always evolving, you're always changing your style and everything. So like everything you look back, everything you did in the past will always look kind of cringy to you because you're just a different person from how you were in like high school or like even middle school or whatever. So yeah, and so I was scared because it was the same content of doing Omegle stuff, but it was kind of a pivot. But man, am I glad that I did it because if I didn't, I would have been stuck just being that doing like movie clips, which isn't really my own content. This was the first video when I showed my face, was the first video where there was nothing in it that was like used material, except
Okay.
for I think the Jeff the Killer jump scare. But
Yeah.
but it was like this
But
was
mostly it's,
fully,
yeah.
yeah, but it was fully my idea. Totally original concept by me. And I was so excited for that.
Out of curiosity, how did that perform compared to the scary dog?
All the videos after the Scary Dog did not perform like crazy numbers. Like it totally built the channel. Like that video going viral totally got me a huge following and people tuned into my other content. I started to have like an actual like loyal audience watching my stuff, which was great. I loved it. And Uh, when I showed my face, which was my first ever rotating head video, September 21st, 2020. Like, think about that. My dog video was starting to go viral in September. And in just a few days,
What is that? That was so random.
it's the Apple if you do this, it pops up with
Oh,
that. Like if I do
that's
this.
funny. That was so out of pocket. I was like, what is that? Said,
I'm already starting to troll you right now. No, I'm kidding.
Is this one of those videos? Oh my God, put me in the video,
Yeah,
please, please.
it's one of those. Oh yeah, I'll put
Can
you
you
in the
please?
video.
Okay, okay, cool.
Mhm,
Thanks.
mhm. I got you.
Awesome.
I got you. But so my my the cute dog video just went viral that exact month, and just a few days later, I'm showing my face. That just shows you a bit of like how much of I was just grinding because I was still posting videos every 3 days while all that was happening. That video was skyrocketing and I was still posting like every 3 days. I don't know how I was doing that. I'm not
Yeah.
even joking. Like I look back at that and that's something, it feels like that's something only younger me could do. I don't know how I could do that today. I'm like, I I don't want to be that guy.
You
I don't
sound
want to be
like you're
that guy.
like 50 and you're like, back in my day, I had a
But like
lot of energy.
I don't know. I don't know if I have that in me to do that again.
Yeah.
Like, yes, even if I get recognized and stuff, if I really tried to make like a video every 3 days, I don't think it would come out one in good quality. Because if you look at my old videos, they weren't the best quality video. I was just basically playing the clip, the person reacts, playing the clip, the person reacts, playing the clip, the person reacts. It was no editing, there
Yeah.
was no zoom ins, there was no nothing.
Right. I
It
was going to
was just
say a lot more simple.
copy paste.
Yeah.
It was very simple. And I've just evolved in editing and everything where I don't really, I've tried to make videos kind of like how I did in the past, and it's just boring to me. I want to edit. I love editing and I want to make a video kind of look polished. I've realized that about myself as I try to evolve the channel in 2023. And so yeah. But for the rotating head video when I showed my face, that video, let me tell you the analytics for that. The video started with over 100,000 views.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
And that
Like the first day, I got
and
100,000 views.
first day. But that was because, mind you, the channel was riding high because of the cute dog video going viral.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure people wanted to
viral,
see
viral.
the next video that
And so
you're.
people was always going on the channel.
Yeah.
But mind you, that's even scarier if you really think about it, because that was my first video showing my face. 100,000 people instantly saw my face that first day.
So you would say you were still nervous? You weren't like, because for me, I would have been like, oh, I mean, 100,000. I mean, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But for you, you were still like,
No, because I didn't know how they would react. Yeah, they viewed it, but I didn't know how they were going to react. What scared me the
Ooh.
most was the comments.
I was gonna say, did you go into the comments?
Of course, I went to the comments.
Ooh.
I couldn't just not like the comments, and the comments were actually, to my surprise, loving it. And people were very positive. We were like, "Oh, you look good. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You look great and everything." And I was like, "That was great to get support by people."
Right.
And because I look at it now, I look super cringy. I'm not gonna lie. I look
Well, too, like you said earlier, you were young. Not that you're old right now, but it's still, yeah, you're in that like difference of, yeah, what are you? You were 22 now? Oh,
I'm terrible.
this guy.
Trust me, I'm about to die.
This guy.
But no.
Talk to me, Darrell, when you're 27. All right.
Oh, okay. I got you. I will. I promise.
And then when you do talk to me, I'm going to be like 30 something. So. So maybe don't talk to me when you're 27, because I don't want to think about that. Yeah, I'll be like 35 or something like that. If I did the math
crazy.
Right? No.
That's wild.
No, because you're 22, so it would be 5
I'm
years
22
from now.
right now.
Wait, hold on. Let me do it real quick. 27,
We're all aging. That's crazy.
29, 30, 31. I'll be 32. I'll be 32. That's wild. And I should have like kids by then, which is insane.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Isn't it
at
crazy
least
how people
one.
age?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. Like,
it's crazy.
That's just stuff I just randomly think about. Is that like we age?
You ever look like this is gonna be so out of pocket, but you ever, or maybe not. You ever look like like an old person, and be like, wow, I couldn't imagine being that old. Like I can't look at, because I'm going to be that old, but you know what I mean. But like these people were once like us. Right?
Exactly.
Like, how are they dealing with that?
No. You know what's crazier is, have you
no
ever
offense,
looked
old
up
people.
like have you ever looked up like old footage of like from like the 40s or like from like the 30s or the 1800s?
Yeah.
Like I one day looked up like the oldest living footage or something from like the 1800s of like New York City, and I was like, if you really think about it, all those people probably aren't alive now.
Oh, 100%.
And I was like, oh, they're not.
Yeah.
it's like all those
it's
people
like
are not alive. Yeah, it's like all those people are not alive anymore. Yeah. And I was like, that is crazy to think about. It's not crazy in this. It's not crazy in the sense of like those people aren't alive anymore. It's just crazy that like there was a time where New York City was still New York City, but it had all these different people of all walks of life and all different cultures that are not here now.
Right.
It's like
more likely their kids aren't here.
No, duh.
Which is insane.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah. For sure. It's like those people moved on to have kids that maybe their kids had kids and they're here now. Maybe even living in New York City, exactly where that video was probably taken, but all those people in that video aren't here anymore. It blew my mind. It was crazy to see Earth before any of us were even there.
Right. Way before we were there. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's like it just blows my mind to see it. It's like this is before I was even a thought. Before my parents were probably even a thought. And it was just like it's insane to see. It's just so insane to see. That's just stuff I think about from time to time when I look at old footage.
One last question to finish this podcast off. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see you and your channel in the next 5-10 years? Like, do you think you're going to still be doing Omegle?
5-10 years?
5-10 years. It's a big jump. Do you think you're going to be doing Omegle? Do you think you're going to be doing different content? Do you think you'll even still be doing YouTube?
I'm hoping that I do different content. In by 5 to 10. I'm hoping that I start to do different content this year. Omegle in 5 to 10 years, man.
Well, I guess Ami now, right? Ami TV. But yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like Omegle shut down, and I've only been doing Omegle content for 3 years. Who knows if Omi is gonna be there in like 5 to 10 years. I'm hoping that I've moved on to greater projects, but if Omi is still there, I do still want to revisit doing Omegle content in a way. I do want to do much more ambitious ideas and making the videos. I want to care more about quality over quantity going in for my future videos. But for now, I say that's a story for another day. But definitely, I would say be on the lookout for me doing other projects that are not Omegle related, because that's what I'm very excited about doing. And I really want to, it's ideas and things that I've been planning and wanting to do since I was a little kid. Like, I went to college for film and animation. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be an animator. And so like I said, like you asked me about my hobbies and stuff. I like to draw and write. I want to write stuff. I want to do films and make my own stories. And so that's kind of what I want to do in looking into the future. Omegle's fun. I love doing Omegle, but who knows how long it's gonna last? Like, you're already seeing creators like me and Hyphonic struggle to even make a video anymore. And so it's at times like this, you start to think it is kind of concerning of how long can you really do this for? Especially in our position where the only way we can do this job is by going on this website that now everyone knows us on. And so therefore the content is ruined. And so we're in that position where we have to question how long can we do this for, because now we're too recognizable.
So you're saying the fans should be expecting different content alongside Omi TV.
But it's not gonna be on Something About Chickens. I want Something About Chickens to be my Omegle content, because that's what the channel is. Like that channel is built from the ground up to be just purely Omegle videos. So if I start to pivot on there, I don't think it'll work. And so I do already have a second channel that's just my name. And so I've been posting like little skits on there, but I want to start posting on there again. And I want to grow that channel. I want to grow that channel, work on other projects on that channel while still doing Something About Chickens and my Omegle videos on Something About Chickens. But it's about time that like I gotta start figuring things out for the future. So yeah.
That's exciting though. You know, I'm excited for you as your friend, and I'm sure the fans are as well. They're probably excited for the content because obviously it's obvious that they've been following you for so long that they'll follow you either way.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. And it's like it's one of those scenarios where it's like you're either on the train or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gonna be my other content, because I know a lot of people are there just for my Omegle content. They want to just see me do like jump scare people and troll people on Omegle, which is great. That's what Something About Chickens is for. You can stick to watching Something About Chickens and watch a new video whenever I post one. But if you want to view more of me and my personality and what I really can do, there'll always be a second channel where I post that and that alone. So it's one of those things where it's like, I know I won't start off with a huge following on my second channel and my other content, but I hope to build a whole other following for people that like that stuff that I do. And so yeah. All right.
That is the yeah. I don't know how to end a podcast. I don't know if we should do something cool.
Well, I think this concludes the episode. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that.
Or maybe we should
All
just
right.
end it while I'm in the middle of my sentence. Thank you
This is so much fun.
Thank you
This is
for
so much fun.
being here, Darrell. Thank you for being a part of it. Thanks for being the
course.
co-host.
Of course.
I'm so excited to see, like you said, where it goes in the future. I'm excited for and thankful for everybody who watched, anybody who liked the video, anybody who shared
Thank
it,
you.
subscribed.
Thank you. Subscribe.
Big thank you to all, and we'll see you next week for another. there's the thumb.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
Wait for it. There it is.
We
Nice.
Love you guys.
Mine's not cool. I got nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. Wait. What's the? If I do 2, what happens?
Oh, all right. That's
crazy.
pretty cool.
All right.
That's the way to finish the episode. See you all in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.